Let me go to David in Oklahoma City. Hello, David. You're on the Glenn Beck program.
Hey, Glenn. I'm someone who supported Obama during the primaries, and now I actually really regret it. I'm consider myself a liberal in the classical sense. I was a Democrat for my entire life, and I just recently changed to an independent because I'm so disgusted with both parties.
Okay, why are you? I'm glad to hear this, but I want to make sure you're not a setup call. Tell me about. Tell me about why you changed. What are the things that say, I voted for Obama, but now it's out of control?
The moment that I decided I regretted my vote was the story about Geithner and the power grab to take over companies. And I'm not in front of a computer. I'm actually sitting in my car, so I don't remember the specifics of it. But it was the whole trying to give him powers like the FDIC, and I was just sitting there thinking, no one, I don't care who you are and how pure you are, no one needs that much power. It was my biggest problem with the Bush administration was his abuse of power with signing statements. And so I turn around and we get Obama in office, and lo and behold, the first 60 days he behaves just like Bush did, just promoting Democratic ideas, and I use that term lightly, instead of Republican ideas. And it's like, whoa, this isn't change. This is partying on the left is now partying on the right. What is this?
You know what, David, I hope that you're sincere about this, and I hope there are more Democrats that feel this way. And I hope that there are more Republicans that see the error of their ways when they were just blindly signing up and saying, hey, my party can do no wrong. I think these Tea Parties are more Republicans than they are anybody else, but I hope that those are the Republicans that are disenfranchised from the entire system. They're disenfranchised from both the Democrat and Republican Party and say, I just want regular human beings that care about the country. But go ahead.
That would be wonderful. I mean, at this point, the entire system is owned by these two extraordinarily corrupt parties, and
they're taking us to the same place. Whether it is, people on the left had a problem because the government, they said George Bush was making us fascist by getting into bed with these global corporations. Well, I am a capitalist. I have no problem with global corporations, but I do have a problem with global corporations dictating our policies and the president and the Congress being in bed, and how it manifested itself in the Bush administration was evidenced in the way we treat our illegal immigrants, the way we don't arrest them, the way we let them live undercover, the way we don't stop them from coming in. That was because government was in bed with corporations. And everybody was against that. On the left, they were all saying that this is fascist, what he does. It's fascist, 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 fascist. Well, what the hell are we doing now? It's fascism. You were right. Come to the table.
It's the same thing, and it's. I don't understand how people can watch this and not be sickened. And the fact that I consider myself a liberal and I get thrown in with people who just don't understand what liberalism truly is. I look at these people, I'm like, have you never even read the Cliff Notes of John Locke? Do you not understand what liberalism is really about? What you're promoting is not it. And it makes me ill. And sadly, I liked what Obama had to say, and he has lived up to none of it. And it just makes me sad.
David, you keep preaching, and you keep talking to your people. I'll keep talking to my people, and you keep waking them up. Because I'm telling you, you see what's happening at the G20 today with all of the riots, and it's getting violent there. And these are the extreme nutjob anarchists. And they are gathering more power because more people are starting to say, well, wait a minute, some of the stuff they say is true. Maybe I should stand with it. These people are getting violent, and they are anarchists. And they're also extreme left. Then you have on the other side, you have the out-of-control, power-hungry, only about me, only about my money, my power, my position, politicians all over the globe. And you've got the rest of us, I contend about 80% of us, that are now being squeezed by those two groups. And we're the ones that are going to pop in the end. We've got to reach out to each other. We've got to be able to say, look, we can argue all you want about policies, We can argue about war, no war. We can argue about torture, no torture. But we agree on a couple of things. We cannot afford this debt. You said it during the Bush administration. I happen to be saying it as well, but now Republicans are saying it. I don't care about the Republicans that, are running for office. I care about the people. I don't care what you said last week. If you are awake today, God bless you. God bless you. Come to the table. There are things that are principles that both the left and the right can agree on if you understand that our Constitution is at the center of our success. If you understand that our Constitution and our founding fathers, they worked side by side. John Adams and Thomas Paine couldn't be any different in religion. Thomas Paine was an atheist. You have John Adams, probably the most Christian of our founding fathers. You have Thomas Jefferson, who said there should be a revolution every 25 years in this country, that there should be no control from a central state or very, very little, almost anarchy. Fighting right next to him was Alexander Hamilton, who said we should go back and have kings. We should do what we did over in England. We'll just do it right. Huge government, no government, and yet they were all founders. They all loved the United States of America. We need to get back to that point, to where we all recognize that 80-90% of us love our country and will put our country first, not because we love the red, white, and blue, but because we know what it means for our children to be free and unencumbered by a giant bloated government that gets in your way every step of the way. You know what happens when government gets out of control. You may like it when your guy is in, but I guarantee you'll hate it when your guy is out. The way to stop that from happening is to reduce the size of the government and have the government that you want and you need in your town and in your state. It's what all of our founders believed. All of our founders believed. The closer we get the power to you, the safer you are and the freer you are and the more you can set your agenda. Look, if you want to live in a plastic bubble because you never ever want to hurt the earth, God bless you. Live in plastic bubble land. If you want to say, you know what, I hate fluorescent lights and I'm never going to use a fluorescent light bulb as long as I live, God bless you. Live in incandescent land. Oh, no. I'm sorry, gang. With an exception of very few things, murder, rape, robbery, pillage, pirates, we need fewer laws. You know what? Do you know that the tax code is 80,000 pages? 80,000 pages. Last night I was in my office at home, and there sitting on my desk was a pocket constitution. It fits into my pocket. It is what guided this country since 1789. It's what guided our country. By the way, the pocket constitution also includes the Declaration of Independence. It's what freed us from another country. It fits into my pocket. I can sit on it and I don't even feel it. And it ain't because of the fat. I mean, that helps, but it's not because of the fat. And yet our tax code is 80,000 pages. One of them is inspired. One of them allows people the freedom to create. The other one is so complex, no one can understand it. The other one becomes a weapon. One is a tool to create. The other is a weapon to destroy.